Welcome to an exciting episode of Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Karolina Sankiewicz.
Jody Silva.
Tiffany Soursby.
And I'm Marcus Bradley.
Marcus Bradley.
Marcus Bradley.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
The ladies have missed you.
I've missed them.
6'6" full of BB. All right. But today, for you, we have a special guest on Girl Talk, all the way from Dubai, Karolina.
Hello.
World champion surfer. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Well, thanks for coming back.
Yes, and I'm waiting for some gossips.
I know.
You've come to the right place.
You have Housewives of Dubai over in Dubai.
Yes, we do.
I mean, do you love the show or what?
I'm obsessed, but I want to know the tea here. So let's spill some tea here.
Okay, so right now we have Orange County Housewives launching. We've got a 3-part series. Andy Cohen, all the ladies, they have done an amazing job. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of new girls. We've got Katie and Jenn causing some shit. You've got Tamra, the old school, you know, one
Causing
of the Tres
the same old
Amigas, starting her same old shit with her mouth. You've got who's the lady with the husband?
Heather Dubrow.
Heather Dubrow. You got her launching her leather clothing line that everyone's making fun of, but I thought it was fucking brilliant.
Nice.
And she's causing shit with who?
So I think it's just Heather's only causing shit with Katie.
That's it. No. Heather aligned with Tamra, I heard.
Yeah.
What? That's an awkward alignment.
Yep.
Well, why? Has anyone heard? No, none of us have heard.
No.
Well, my take on it is, well, so first off, I guess Heather's not that liked this season. Remember, she was a baller last season, right? And now everyone's kind of like, what's going on with Heather? But besides that, we've got Emily and Gina. And Emily turned into a psycho bitch this season.
Turned?
She's your best friend. What was Has she always been like this, but it's just coming out or what? Because she's yelling at everybody.
Yeah, I think that she just has enough. And it's the same old stuff. I think she's triggered a little bit more than she used to.
Okay.
And I think she knows her place on the show. And she's given exactly what the viewers want.
No, I think she lost a bunch of weight. She looks hot.
She does look
it
hot.
comes with an attitude problem. So that just tells me the skinnier you are, the bitchier you are.
Well, I don't know, because don't you remember? I must be a real bitch.
I'm just telling you right now, if you're a skinny bitch, you're. That's why they call it skinny bitch.
But don't you remember all them seasons ago when she's always been the yeller. She does. She goes from zero to yelling in 60 seconds. Don't you remember she was telling Kelly Dog? Kelly Dog. She was like, Kelly Dog. But, I think what she sells in a fucking kill you. Don't you remember that massive scene at the swimming pool?
Yeah.
So she's always been like that. She just got more of a voice this season.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about Katie, the new gal, who, by the way, you said you don't like Katie.
Whoa. But no, I don't know Katie, first off. But I just don't think she's entertaining enough to hold my attention.
Why is that?
I mean,
she's just boring?
Okay, so
I thought she showed her underwear twice. I mean, that's something.
I don't know.
The whole season?
I just don't. What does she do? I don't even know what she does. And I watched the show. What does she do?
She has a shot company. She's an entrepreneur. She's in marketing. She's also in law. So she's smart. I'm going to defend Katie to the death.
I think she might be a little too classy for the show.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Hello.
So that's not an insult.
What about me? Was I too? No, I was
No. Liz.
Shut up. Sorry. Was it too classy for the show?
But I think Katie is, she's a really good human. She's very smart. She's a great mom. I think she's a very supportive and loving wife. But does she have a place on Orange County Housewives? Because she is sophisticated and she is classy. But she did bring a little bit of drama with Heather, which I think helped.
Well, and plus, nobody's going to step to Heather. They're all kind of afraid of her. So the fact that she's the newbie that's like coming into the boss.
Stepping up to Heather Dubrow. Yeah. I mean, I like Heather. I for some reason, I think that the Heather to me, she reminds me of everybody's mother. Because she looks older than everybody else. And she's like, kind of looks, no, actually, sorry, Heather. You don't look older than the shade. I mean, like, you act older. She acts, okay, let me, look, fix it and post. She acts older than everybody else by like looking at you in a narcissistic little eye and turns everything around. Like you're condescending, like it's your deal.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Because I swear way too much as a human, but when I'm with my grandparents or my parents, I don't swear.
Yes.
And I think being Heather's presence, it makes you go, oh,
because she's got kids that are so great and they're all different, different whatever. And so I think she has to learn to be very calm and patient. So when she's dealing with these psycho housewives, she's like, oh, you know.
Well, you also have to understand that Heather has an acting background. And I think that does come into play a lot when she's on camera.
Yeah.
So the other girls aren't
She came from Disney,
acting.
I think.
Yeah, so she acted a lot. So I think she gets to sit here and she gets to be this actress and gets to sit and be poised. And the other girls drink and like, you know what? Rah, 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 and fuck you and fuck this. And she's like,
Well, you never see Heather like wasted.
No.
Never. Like, you know.
Well,
on camera. On camera, yeah. But
how much you hung out in Orange County?
She keeps it together a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think all the ladies this season brought it. I mean, it's the number 2 show on the market right now. The reunion's coming up, which I think it's tonight.
Yeah.
So we're filming a couple podcasts today, which you were on one earlier.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
So much fun.
I know, right? We're just throwing you in everywhere. You came in from Dubai
just
for
here
6
every day. Yeah.
6 days from Dubai doing a 4-season special. She Karolina is world famous for her surfboard videography. So she gets on there with her brands, with Hermes, with all of the like
Nike.
Everybody. Who are all your brands? And she surfs on these boards and they film her and she goes viral. So Steph, tell us a little bit about it.
So so it started just like a passion, and we wanted to do something like glamorous because it's Dubai. So we wanted to do like beautiful dresses, makeup. So a lot of times I make videos like fancy gowns, and then I'm putting makeup, and we have Chanel different, and then I have a lot of like Birkins and other
it's beautiful
bags. Yes, and I love it. And you know, I believe like life is so short, so you gotta do fun stuff, risky. A lot of time people message, oh, this is a fake bag. I say, this is not a fake bag. Oh, what's gonna happen if you fall? I never fall. I know I never fall. So I just kind of slide in the boat
on
and
heels
slide
this
out.
high.
Yes.
But you're like, if I
don't
fall, I get wet. It's not a
they
big
don't
deal.
get wet. Yeah, but if ever, right? Yeah. But people are just like, they try to like kind of hate, you know? They say like, oh, it's fake. It's this, because they just can't explain. Yeah. Usually I get that.
But I mean, it's funny because you think of the Housewives of Dubai, right? The fact that they launched that there. And then you see all of a sudden this famous viral surfer out of Dubai with like the same outfits that the housewives have on a surfboard.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on in Dubai?
Yeah, right.
We have to come to Dubai.
No, we have to
Everything
go.
has happened in Dubai.
Yes.
Really? And have you been to Dubai? You haven't been
I
to Dubai.
haven't been to Dubai.
Oh my God.
You have to
Have you
come.
been to Dubai?
No, I'm going.
You're going? Yeah, the men are hot there.
They are.
I mean,
are they?
And they treat women like princess, you know? They treat them really well.
But are they manly men, like men?
I mean, you get mix, you know? They're not maybe very masculine. They're more like, because they're very well taken. Teeth are done. Everything is just, they go, you know, getting their nails done, facials, you know?
But there's no cowboys in Dubai.
Not many.
Okay,
There's some, but
so
not
let's
many,
talk about this last podcast we talked about, or a podcast with you. We talked about how the men have different girlfriends and then, or they have wives and girlfriends or whatever. So let's talk about America.
Yes.
Let's talk about Giselle.
Ooh.
Hello. She's marrying her jujitsu guy, or she's pregnant with her jujitsu fighter. Can you believe this?
Yes.
Like Tom Brady is she a beard for Tom Brady? Was Tom Brady like, no?
No.
He wasn't?
No.
He's no one's beard. Tom Brady?
No. Was she the beard for Tom Brady? I
think
heard
Tom
that
Brady's
Tom Brady
gay?
might be a little.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Really?
So
Could you Google
disappointed.
this?
Maybe.
Where did I read this?
No, I don't.
It's just because he kisses his son.
Wait, what?
Right on the lips.
What?
Wait, that's a whole nother
Wait,
side
Tom
of
Brady.
things.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on commercials and everything. Tom Brady's always kissing his son. That's where he gets his powers
But
from.
that
Doesn't make you gay.
No, but, so I heard Tom Brady might be a little femmy, and that
No.
Giselle actually they had like this thing going on. No,
No,
Maybe.
I don't want to believe that. The guy's
He's an athlete and
yeah.
he's like stunning.
I didn't want to
and-
believe Justin Timberlake was going to cheat on his girlfriend.
Well, I
wife
believe
either.
that.
True.
I believe that he's gay over Tom Brady.
Really?
1,000%.
I think you
Okay.
never know with these guys. Like nowadays with this P. Diddy. In Dubai, it's a lot.
Okay, so
Oh.
did you hear about the P Diddy scandal in Dubai?
I don't really know what's happening. I just hear the oil, the tunnels, all the crazy stuff. I don't know, but it's all over. Yes.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for like, I don't know what's true or not, but I feel bad for like Justin Bieber and like,
Yeah.
you know, he
Yeah.
just wanted to be famous. He wanted his music to take off, and then poor thing, we don't know what happened actually.
No.
Well,
In the
but I
tunnel.
mean, Justin Bieber was. I mean, unfortunately, what's happening right now is Hollywood is unfolding,
Mhm.
and behind the curtain is actually a true statement now. It's not just, and the casting couch was actually real. When we all thought it was a joke, it was actually a real hindering thing for a lot of these young actors and a lot of these young stars. And now we're old enough to have grown up with these young stars and seeing them as a train wreck.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see how they're, in other countries are viewing like P. Diddy and his lube.
Yeah.
Like the biggest, allegedly he's a bad person on, he's
a bad boy for life.
He's a bad boy for life. And it was for real. And, I don't know what it is, but with this whole movement of being gay, being okay, and then the whole rap industry hides it, it makes no sense to me. It's okay to be a hardcore rapper and suck dick. It's all right. I shouldn't say that. It's okay to be, a hardcore rapper and
be gay.
And be gay. Like, why is it such a bad thing?
True.
Well, if he was so gay, though, why was he getting married to women over and over and over? It's like
beards.
Okay, yeah. But, so gay. Yeah. That's the wild thing about it.
But why did they have to hide it so much? It makes no sense to me that if it's okay to be gay now, why are you hiding in the whole industry? And like they said, what's his name? Men in Black.
Will Smith.
Yeah. They're saying all these rumors about him allegedly that he's also bisexual.
Yeah, but you have to.
Why is that a bad thing?
But it's definitely not now, but it was then. But the issue with P. Diddy isn't that he was gay, it's what he did to minors and people that didn't want it.
Oh, minors.
And the drugging.
So it's the drugging, it's the filming, it's holding people at will, it's racketeering, it goes deeper than just him being gay, because him being gay is no problem. But the things that he did, the corrupt things that he did to get where he got is disgusting. And you mentioned Justin Bieber. You think this little 12-year-old boy.
So he took advantage of all these little kids and their parents and everything.
Yeah.
So all the celebrities that were at his parties and everything are resurfacing. So like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Big time.
So surprised.
Love of her life. Just released a movie with Ben Affleck as the love of her life. And her whole career was based on him. And then he's divorcing her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right when the P. Diddy scandal comes out and it's her and P. Diddy doing all this weird stuff.
She dated for 2-3 years? Was it 3 years?
They've been divorced like 3 times or something.
Yeah, but what timing is it? So what happened, do you think, with J-Lo and P. Diddy? Because they were dating back then.
In 1999, they started dating. I think they went for 3 years.
Who?
J-Lo.
J-Lo and
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy, yeah.
But that was back when, allegedly, that's when the 13-year-old boy was brought in. So
Wait, with them?
Not with them.
Oh.
No. Allegedly, I mean, no one's really saying anything. At the moment, it's all hearsay, so it's really hard. But from what I've read, J-Lo was aware of it, but was not part of it, which doesn't make you that innocent.
She also brought a gun to a club in her purse that he used to allegedly shoot someone. And then like the FBI just like overrode it and they blamed it on someone else. And that's a whole nother thing. So that's why they separated back in whenever that was.
I'm
originally.
just Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Not gonna know where I came from. You're fucking crazy bitch.
Actually, talking about songs, don't you think it's crazy going back now, listening to them songs back in the 2000s, back in 2004,
makes sense.
The words.
all the words.
Yeah.
And we just sat here like,
oh,
we're singing along to all these songs.
The words that are like so gay.
Yeah. Or no, not gay, but talking about P. Diddy, about apparently the Eminem song, The Monsters Under Your Bed with Rihanna. That's about P. Diddy and his tunnels and Eminem saying, back off, Diddy, you're not coming under Rihanna's bed anymore. The tunnels.
Wow.
So we're just sing along to these songs.
Makes you wonder about The Simpsons. Everything's real. Yeah, everything is stop watching TV. Reality is coming true. It's interesting with music because music is art. Yeah. And these people sing from their soul and they write from their soul. Eminem obviously sings from his soul. Yeah. You've got, a lot of artists from back in the day really wrote their music and they loved writing, and you do listen to it now and you wonder what in the F just happened. This is nuts.
What was I listening to?
But also you see people that are in the engine like Beyonce, and people write her stuff. People do everything for her. It's like having a maid, You're like,
actually,
okay.
talk about Beyonce. She's gone a bit crazy, a bit loop-de-loop.
Well, yeah. So Beyonce, I mean, obviously she wrote a song about the woman's blood being on her hands, and then Jay-Z's mistress goes missing with the baby. Like, what's up with that? You think that really...
Her being like pregnant but not on the show, with the belly just flattening out, like that's weird.
It's creepy, so and it's like manifesting their crazy negative lives on And then they're in the back just laughing about it. It's like when a really bad housewife tries to create a bunch of drama, and then it's like they're laughing because the press eats it up, and they go home and them and their husbands laugh that they're cheating and they're really not. I think that these artists really are, because artists, singers and songwriters are really emotional people. That's how come they are artists, right?
Yeah,
true.
They really are bringing that real shit into their music, and we're all eating it up because it's reality. Remember how we love reality, right?
Yeah.
So we love their lyrics, we love their music because we didn't realize it, but it's reality.
And
Like,
people
this
love
is
drama.
a real.
yeah.
All their music is like a reality show. Nowadays, it's all manufactured, but
Back then,
yeah.
It was real.
I mean, just it's crazy. Like, so let's talk about something else. Let's talk about. So we just had the election. I don't want to get into politics,
Damn
but
it.
we will a little bit. We will a little bit because this is girl talk. This is tea time. This is all pop culture. So I know you're in Dubai. We just had our U.S. election, and now we have we have President Trump as our president now, and now. The world is different, supposedly, whatever. But we had a lot of celebrities endorsing Kamala Harris. And it was interesting because we had a lot of celebrities endorsing her that weren't even registered to vote, like Rihanna. So Rihanna wasn't even registered to vote, allegedly.
Yeah.
And she wanted to use her son's passport
Oh, wow.
to vote. Did you guys hear this
No.
story?
I
So
read
you know a little bit
somewhere.
about it?
So literally just that. So there was a big movement. I think it started with Taylor Swift. I think she started the whole let's do the Kamala Harris, vote for Kamala Harris, and then people started following. So you had Oprah that went and did it, and then when Oprah started doing it, I think
Were they paying those artists? Because I heard that Beyonce got $10 million to perform.
sure
They
they
had
did.
to
Yeah.
perform. Yeah,
I mean
they're
it's-
paying.
without getting too into politics, I believe that Kamala Harris paid a lot of people to endorse and to vote for her. So yes, I do believe that they were
And editors on the
and
TV,
it
fake
just
audiences.
gets to a point where yes, the whole thing I think was paid, but they do get up on stage, and I think it's kind of sickening when you think about it. All these young people. So Taylor Swift is all the younger. I mean, like what age 7?
Yeah.
So it's constantly feeding the lower generation of who to vote for. I think it's wrong.
But then
So
how come Trump ended up getting the younger vote? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Because younger people aren't stupid. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, you've got no money. I can't
okay.
afford a
Yeah.
house. I can't afford bread. There were a lot of closets, I
Yeah.
think, when it comes to Trump. A lot of people didn't say they were supporting Trump. They probably drove around with a Kamala Harris flag on, but when they went to their little election
I
box,
agree
they
with
said,
that.
I don't have any
Really?
money.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I physically can't afford to buy a house. Kamala's not going to let this be for me, so I'm going to vote for Trump. And they probably left said, yeah, I vote for Harris.
It looked desperate, like her getting all these celebrities at the very last couple of days to come,
Yeah.
like in some of the most whack celebrities too. I was like, this looks so thirsty and weird to me. I'm like, I'd rather have my president be backed by the richest man in the world, like Elon Musk,
Yes.
versus like
Cardi B.
Or
Did
Joe
you-
Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Did
You know,
you see
yeah.
Cardi B?
Yeah, no,
She
it was
came
bad.
on and she was like, yo, this is where it's at. This is where it at. And she was reading off a cell phone. And it was
Illiterate
so
and-
awful.
Wait, she was? I didn't even see that.
You have to Google it. She got on. She actually looked quite nice, quite elegant. She's like, yo, this is where it at. This is who my president is, yo. And she's reading it.
Yep.
It was so bad.
I mean, I think the whole campaign backfired. Once they had Biden obviously, he needed to go into a home or something. And so they had to realize, he needed help. He couldn't even walk.
No.
I'm not even joking. This
mean,
isn't even
it's
funny.
sad. Yeah.
Like our superpower was just to get him off the stage.
Yeah.
Our America's superpower at that moment in time was to get somebody else in office. So I understand why they brought on Kamala Harris, because we needed anybody, right? But as a woman, you're trying to bring in women and reproductive rights and women's this and women's that. That's embarrassing for a woman. You give us, out of all the candidates, I want somebody qualified, not just because you're a male or female. I want qualifications. Right now we needed qualifications, and I think that
She had no votes.
But what I mean is they missed it. The young people needed qualifications. We didn't care what ethnicity you were. We didn't care anything. We wanted qualifications, and the qualifications should matter when you get on that airplane to come here from Dubai. Don't you think that the qualifications of that pilot are pretty important, right?
The most important.
The most important to get you here.
Of course.
So to run that airplane, to run that jet to get you here, they have to have a top qualification to get you from Dubai to here. Now, would you let somebody who had no education, that was like an intern that sort of just sat in and was like a cheerleader for, like, say they were a spokesperson on the commercial for Emirates, okay?
But she's
would you let the spokesperson run the airplane?
No way.
No, you wouldn't. You want somebody trained that's
you want
has
to trust
history
in that person also.
Yeah. I didn't want to get into politics today, but I mean, we just had the election. It's really important. We don't know where it's headed now. You know, I'm independent, and I don't. Both sides piss me off. Both sides I just didn't get, and I was like, you know, everybody kept saying, you know, you have to vote this way, vote that way, and then you know. I believe that women should have control of their bodies, our own control of our own bodies. But then also, I believe in the other way. So it's very confusing, and I really don't think that should be the reason why we elect somebody to run a business. Yeah. America is a business. What you do in your bed is your own business. Okay, reproductive rights aside, how do we run this business the way it should be run? Yes, if you reproductive rights stop making that the big issue. The big issue is, can everybody eat?
You know, at the end of the day, the fact that you brought that up just goes to show how much marketing and focus they put on that one aspect.
It's so stupid.
It doesn't affect that many people.
No.
And it got taken out. It got taken out of control because it's what the far lefts do. They take a movement. And they think this many people are going to be like, yes, that's it. But realistically, I don't think to myself, well, I've got children. Would my daughter, if she has a whoopsie, she must have an abortion. I need to vote for Kamala Harris. My issue is my daughter needs to grow up in a safe, educated country. They have to afford a house, afford a car, and have the whole life that she's expected. It doesn't go to, if she has a whoopsie, let's vote for Kamala Harris because we get abortions. It was so crazy, and she picked that title and she ran with it, and that's how she lost the election.
Well, I think, you know, okay, oh my God, this is a tough one. This is a good girl talk. I'm like, okay, but in general, I think, do you guys think that politics should be allowed in entertainment? I don't.
No.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about it now, but I don't care what your opinion is. Entertain me. Like, stop it. I just want to watch a baseball game.
Right.
I just want to watch a basketball game. I just want to watch a football game.
Yeah.
I want to go back where sports were fun. I want to go back where I could go out and not worry about if I was Republican or Democrat. I want to go back where a man's a man. Like, it's okay to be a dude. You have a dick. I don't. It's okay. I'm a woman. Like, we're not the same.
Right.
And then get the women, we're not the same.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's like, I mean, yes, we're even. We're equal. I make more money than most men that I know. So we're even, okay? So we're not like, there's no movement anymore. We've already moved. So now let's move on. And let's enjoy what we've done, who we are as people, and just fucking live again. Like, I want to have a martini, just sit there and like get my groove on.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about if you're a Republican or Democrat. Oh, you're a Democrat? Oh, no, I can't fuck you.
But I think the biggest problem is when it comes to celebrities, when you're a celebrity, you normally have a bank account that goes with being a celebrity. So every single person
unless you're P. Diddy now.
Yeah. But every single person that gets up on that stage, on their platform and says you should vote for this person, they don't have to worry about what we worry about.
Yeah.
They don't have to sit there and worry about affording a loaf of bread because they can afford a loaf of bread no matter who's in politics. So at some point, you're on a different platform. So don't tell me who to vote for because you're in a very small percentage of life. I'm
like Leonardo DiCaprio saying like, oh, global warming, and yet he's on his jet going over to fucking
right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of messed up, but you know, now it was left for a very, very, very long time. Yep. So America's now, the pendulum has swung. And there's a lot of people excited about the economy. A lot of people excited about the transition. And I don't think it's about right or left. I think they're just excited to have a leader. Because when you don't have a leader in office, whether it be Democrat or Republican, you feel a little bit lost as a citizen because realistically, we're all, the world is cut up like a cake. We all have our little piece of it, right? So it's like, you want yours to have that little cherry piece in you, like a cherry pie, let's say, you want it to have that cherry in it, maybe sometimes you don't get that cherry in it. So you're like trying to cut it from the other side, you're like, well, okay, you walk back into the kitchen Thanksgiving and you grab that cherry, but not all countries are equal, right? But we all have our own belief system. We all have a leader because we're human. We need a leader. So not having a leader, having somebody like Biden in office who clearly couldn't even walk. I mean, I was just, I was so not comfortable And look what happened to San Francisco. Look what happened to California. I mean, bad
Well, look what
leadership
happens-
leads to poverty.
And unfortunately, America, it doesn't stop at America. America is part of the world's decisions. So when
Yeah.
America crumbles, so are other countries.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is something that America needs to take seriously, because when they crumbled, so did Ukraine,
Yeah.
Israel. So does
Yeah.
so it becomes a point where it's not just America. And
Yeah.
I think you need a leader, and I think there should be a lot more faith.
Yeah.
The God has gone out of America, and I think that a country well
No,
run.
God is still here. I think that he was being put behind the curtain.
Yeah, but he needs to come back. The country can't
Curtains
be
can open. You know this, right?
Yeah, well, it needs to
It's
be
not a
opened.
wall.
But I think that leader is so important, and humans, we need rules. You can't tell someone
Right.
today you can be a cat.
No.
It doesn't work
Yeah,
like
no.
that.
Yeah.
We need to be told
We
this
need
is
structure.
society.
Yeah.
Yes. A
That's why
routine.
children, they say children need, right? You have kids.
Yes.
Without structure in your home, how is it?
Well, I wouldn't know, because it would be a bloody nightmare.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And we know families that don't have structure, and they are disasters. Those
yeah.
kids
Yep.
go to prison for
Mhm.
life. Like they end up just being juvenile delinquents, people that don't have structure
You need
or
to
don't have a
know.
belief system or don't have any type of structure. And it's unfortunate for people that don't get it. But, I came from a broken home and there was no fucking structure. I'm lucky I'm fucking sitting here.
Mhm.
But there are people that can't get out of that non-structure. So imagine America with
Yeah.
no structure,
Right.
no parent.
Mhm.
We just are there and our parents falling down and imagine living with your grandparent. And they're like, yeah, Susie, go ahead and go do whatever you need to do. Oh, here's some money.
True.
I don't care where it goes,
Yeah.
That's America. And
Mhm.
so I think with this new election, there's going to be some changes, who knows, good or bad or upside or downside.
Hopefully
it's going to be
better.
better than where it's
I
at.
think it'll be better. I think
Yeah.
I'm upset it's only going to be 4 years, because obviously he can't run again because already had 4 years.
Well, then he's got his son.
Well,
think
no,
his
well,
son's
his daughter.
He's got JD, and he's brilliant.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to get John F. Kennedy on here.
You do?
Oh, on here.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to get we're going to have
Yeah.
we're not going to go political, but I think it'll be really fun to sort of, shoot
If
the
you
shit.
bring
Yeah.
Kennedy on, I think it's going political.
100%.
So, I mean, ladies, ultimately, when you're talking about all of the drama that's going on and everything, all the elections and all the, men being men and women being women, it's going to be really nice to be able to watch content that's really true to ourselves now without worrying so much about what somebody thinks, because what makes us all unique is our personalities and who we are. And it's okay to be who you are, whether you're, whatever ethnicity, you're straight, you're gay, you're whatever you are, as long as you're fair and you treat others with kindness, right? So that's why I like my shows. I'm really excited to have you on and everybody on, because it's going to be a cool vibe, and we're trying all different new things. You're going to hear us ladies talk about our opinions, and isn't that great?
Yeah,
That
It's amazing.
other women can relate to one of us,
Of course.
but then all of a sudden, all the guys were like, "Oh, did you get me on that show?"
Yeah.
they're like, "Well, I need to be on that show." I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "She said this. That's not true. That's not true." I'm like, "Okay." So let's talk about this Peanut the Squirrel thing. We're all animal lovers around here.
We love
I literally have to get back to the tea with Peanut the Squirrel. So have you guys heard?
I
Yes.
heard,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so you are really into this, and apparently you have a little bit of a connection to it. So tell us what Peanut the Squirrel is and what's happening.
So I took it personal because I had a
What took
squirrel.
what personal?
This whole squirrel situation.
So
Like,
Peanut the Squirrel got
yeah.
euthanized. He got stolen from his house or
yeah,
picked
no,
up
so
by.
I've been following this guy for about 5 years.
So
because
tell the viewers what happened from start to finish.
start to finish, there's this guy, really good looking guy. I think he's a really good
Make
looking
sure you know
guy.
he's
No,
really
he's
good looking
handsome.
guy.
He's hot, and he just, tamed this squirrel and does like circus tricks with this squirrel, and it's like everything to this guy. And it's really cute until it got weird. But no, it's really cute.
He did something to the squirrel.
No, but it's no. This is I don't even know if you know this.
They have
OnlyFans. Yeah, he has an OnlyFans,
With
and
the
I think
squirrel, though.
With the
think what-
squirrel?
well, so
What?
no. So listen,
But that's a who's the one sticking up his butt? The gerbil?
Oh, that was Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. Yeah.
was it Richard Gere or Mel
Richard
Gibson?
Gere
Richard
stuck the gerbil
Gere.
up his butt, went to the hospital. So, allegedly.
Okay, so I think this guy was using this squirrel to help promote not only his like foundation for rescued animals and he was raising capital for that. But in addition, I think he was like, and find me on OnlyFans. And so someone out there was like, this is sick. Like somebody's using this squirrel to drain like traction to this OnlyFans site where he's with his live-in wife doing stuff in their house, which no big deal. You're allowed to do that.
Were they renting or did they own the house?
I think they bought the house through squirrel
because
donations.
if you own the home and then it gets like raided, I'm just curious.
Yeah, well, he got raided by like, I guess 12 or 13, people. And they came in, they detained the squirrel and a raccoon, unfortunately, and then told him they were going to euthanize it within a day because he didn't have a license
And
for the
allegedly
squirrel.
the squirrel had bit somebody, allegedly.
Well, I think that's not true.
But that's what they made it
Wait,
out to be.
You can't just euthanize an animal. That's illegal.
Well, no, because
You can.
they especially, it's not a cat or a dog. It's not domesticated. It's a wild animal still. So technically they can.
And they were worried about rabies and like all this stuff.
And they
But I
claimed
think
that
they
it
were
got
proving a
bit.
point in other ways. And so then this guy was just like doing it wrong. He was doing it like where he was going onto his site saying like, please send money for my foundation. Everyone's like, don't you care about your squirrel that's going to die? Like Peanuts, we love Peanut. Like what's going on? So I wrote him on Facebook and he knows me because I had a squirrel. And I said, go and start crying and talking about your story. Explain really what happened. And he was like, are you calling me a scammer? And I was like, I'm telling you that you got to tug at the heartstrings for the population and do a video. And then he just went wild. TMZ, New York Times, like all this stuff. And like, he took my advice. So I am connected to this story.
So wait, so
you helped.
Yeah, I did.
So wait, so the squirrel, did it bite somebody?
They said it did. I think enough.
But doesn't that person have a vaccine?
Should have.
A rabies shot?
It doesn't matter. I think they just didn't need. They didn't need to go
I think
that
when they
deep
went
in
and
with it. They
grabbed
wanted
the squirrel
gone.
and they took it from him, like any animal.
This is horrible.
I think the squirrel
Maybe
maybe
you're
had
an
a
animal
nipped at
lover.
him.
You have a
Yeah.
cat rescue.
I hate that story.
The squirrel's like
Poor
a house
squirrel.
squirrel leaving into a box. Like I'd be pissed too. I'd bite you too.
And that was
Yeah.
the squirrel. That was his human.
Mhm.
So for
It's
him,
so
he
sad,
got taken
yeah.
out of his home in his safe environment. If it did bite the person, he probably because he was scared.
Well, it's so fucking crazy how the world of social media just grabs attention to one stupid thing, and it's the election year.
No, and then you got Trump with a squirrel over his head.
Trump with a squirrel in his head.
I love that.
What the heck is going on here?
Squirrel lives matter.
Wait,
Like,
are you serious?
Yes,
Wait, no.
it was a movement.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Trump did a campaign on it.
His son was talking about it on his like.
What?
Yes, they were like, I swear.
Can you Google that?
Yeah, no.
Let me see a picture of that.
It went-
Yeah, it was
Even
crazy.
with the
No,
Trump
Trump really
campaign,
did do a-
they had background videos of the squirrel during the middle of his campaign. It was rad. Like I was all for it.
Oh, they're putting it up. Here we go.
Now,
Oh my God! Well, that's you pulling it.
Look, he's
up.
got a mega hat on.
and I think he even did Elon Musk tweet something about it too. I think
What the heck? Look at this. The squirrel has a
Has a mega hat. He's got a mega hat on.
Oh my God!
So I googled his OnlyFans, and let me tell you, he's
Well, he's
stacked.
hot for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I
Like
would have
he's
watched
working
him with
with
squirrel.
some junk. Like I
Oh,
was
he's
like,
stacked
this
there.
guy. Like I didn't even know he had OnlyFans. Okay, Google it.
Wait,
And
is
then
that-
hit image-
is that the guy-
Don't do
is-
it now.
Is that the guy? Hey,
Can
you
you
guys.
pull up his-
Like,
Is that
I
the
was
guy
like,
that, with
oh
the
my
squirrel?
God. Not only is he good
is that the
looking, but
OnlyFans? Oh my God! With a mega head on. Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
AI.
AI.
Oh. Okay.
There's Elon.
it's
I was like,
cute, though.
wow. So the guy with the squirrel, that's the OnlyFans guy?
Yeah.
Hey,
Ooh, what's
no,
his channel?
When you when you get a chance, look it up. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. I was like,
I've never
what
been on
is
OnlyFans
going
before.
on
I
here?
don't want Google to know I never watched
Yeah.
that shit.
Can I borrow
don't-
your phone?
I don't have OnlyFans
Google
either. I
that.
just hit images. I don't even have OnlyFans.
Do you guys have OnlyFans in
I don't
Dubai?
even know. I'm
no,
not paid
it's
for that
blocked.
stuff.
It's
OnlyFans is
illegal,
blocked?
Yeah.
Good.
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 Yeah.
All the pages like that are blocked.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
there are girls in Dubai that do OnlyFans.
But
How do they
secretly.
do it? Secretly?
Yeah.
On the
and
black web.
It's illegal, but yeah. You
Oh,
shouldn't
it
do
is.
Like through a
Yeah.
VPN or something?
Are
Yeah,
you allowed
through VPN.
TikTok?
It's TikTok, yeah. TikTok is allowed. But also TikTok like screens. Like I don't know how it's in the US. For example, for me, when I post a video with like champagne, but it's like non-alcoholic or juice, sometimes TikTok blogs that it's alcohol and stuff. In Dubai, so they screen more the content.
Okay. So when you're holding up my vodka on your surfboard,
Yeah.
don't say vodka.
No, I won't say anything.
Just put it like that so that doesn't hear
Yeah.
you. So on this show, I've learned that YouTube, if you cuss a lot or you say some of the words like we did earlier that we got to take out,
Bad words.
bad,
The P word.
yeah, P word.
I said it.
Oh, I'm like, what?
and stuff like that.
yeah.
They'll
And you
block
also
you.
you can't swear, can you?
You can,
but at the start,
only 6 seconds in.
Okay, 6.
Luke, what is it? 6 or 12 seconds in? I think it's like whatever it is. It doesn't matter, but
there's not a lot of screening here, and I think that's
there's
good
not a lot
that
of
they have.
screening.
I think there should be more screening here. Things should be inappropriate.
no, that's censorship.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
that's,
but I like it.
It's a double-edged sword because I literally put a plastic surgery podcast up showing how damaged my augmentation was without the nipple. I covered the nipple and YouTube shadow banned my entire video. So all my other videos were getting 10, 20, 30,000, whatever. It got like 500 hits.
Oh, yeah.
And I
shadow
talked to
ban.
them like, what the heck? And it's because they shadow banned. It's called shadow banding.
I think I didn't know that. I think it's interesting though, because when we Google things, we can handle the information we get back. But then when my 10-year-old wants to Google something innocent and then all this other stuff comes up, like that's when it's an issue. So when you have little kids that can put anything into the internet and nothing is censored, that's when I'm like, oh my gosh. That needs to be controlled a lot more than it is.
Yeah. Well, so they have censorship here, but so okay, let's go back into some positive things about you, by the way. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
This is sort of just shooting the shit, talking pop culture, talking some gossip, but you have an animal rescue. So you are just like all the rest of us.
Yes.
And it's a cat rescue.
Yes, because in Dubai, it's a big issue with the street cats. Because of the weather, the temperature, the humidity, a lot of cats are sick cats, like infected eyes, no eye, no leg, crazy stories. Like I rescued cats with like broken tail, broken leg after the car hit them and all of that. But so basically, I never look for them. Wherever I go, they find me. So I kind of rehome more than 100 cats already. So I kind of pick them up from the street, take them to the vet, fix them, make them look nice and healthy, and then I rehome them. And people actually, it's so surprising because people dump like fancy cats. We rescue a lot of Turkish Angora, Bengali, like really nice cats, and people just dump them.
Oh, well, that's like, so in America, we're really big into saving the animals. And I think we can do as much as we can, but I think a spay and neuter program would really solve a lot of problems because there's lack of spay and neutering. People can't afford it, so they let their dog go, and the dog goes wild. So I mean, there's a bigger problem here, which is spay and neutering programs, and I think if we could just get those implemented, where they just do a shot where the cat can't have babies anymore.
We do that in Dubai.
Instead of having to cut it off, there's got to be some way to. Come on, we have AI. We've created a squirrel on Trump. I mean, can't we just get a shot?
Can we get a shot?
No. But I mean, I think that today we're just shooting this shit. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Any other gossip? Like I'm running out of stuff right now. Let's see here. I'm dating Jim Bellino.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
yes,
we heard that.
Oh my!
I just thought I'd share that with everybody. Hi Jim. I just want to say I do. Just kidding. And tell all your other girlfriends to fuck off. I'm here for it.
Wait, all of them?
Well, I don't know his life. Allegedly. Just kidding. Alexis, I'm not dating your ex-husband. I'm just putting the record straight right now. For all of Bravo, I'm not dating Jim. I'm still looking for a husband, an ex-husband, but I'm not dating Jim. So there you go. I knew everybody wanted me to make a statement. I'm saying it right here on Girl Talk. I'm still looking for a man. Anything else we need to talk about?
So right now, I think Bravo's getting some balls because it's got so many franchises running at the same time. Normally, they spread them out, but we've got Potomac, we've got Salt Lake City, Orange County, and they're starting up with Beverly Hills in 4 or 5 days. Yeah. And they've got a new girl, which is exciting. Yeah, okay. They haven't had a revamp. Kyle's been crying for way too long. And
she's always crying.
Oh my gosh, it's becoming, I get it. I get divorce is not nice. I get that seeing your husband with a very young girl is also tiring, but come on, we're over it.
Yeah.
Right.
We are get over yourself.
Over it. Because last year was hectic with, who's the hot chick that got busted and lost all her jewelry? The blonde. Why have I forgotten her name? Super hot.
Dory. No.
Dorit?
Dorit. She's breaking up with PK though.
Oh, I know. Dorit's breaking up.
Yeah. And I think she's pretty feisty in the new one. Have you seen, actually, they've actually got, Bravo did this little picture and then wrote up things that's going to happen in the next season. Okay. And Dorit is all about being mad.
Is she being mad? So Dorit is just an angry little bat in there. Okay. Yeah. And they've got the new girl, and then Sutton.
Bo.
Sutton.
Well,
I love how Sutton has lasted this long.
Well, Sutton's come back aggressive. She just tells Carl to shut the fuck up all the time.
I love
now.
it. She's a little feisty.
Yeah.
Isn't she from Texas or something? She
something.
looks like a gun-toting Texan that kind of comes in and she's like, okay, you little rich bitches. Here's a real mama's in the house. But anyway, ladies, thank you for just shooting the shit again today. Thank you for Marcus for being an amazing model. Thank you for watching this episode of Girl Talk with our special guest from Dubai, sweet Karolina.
Yes, no Karolina.
And we have
Jody Silva.
Tiffany Soursby.
Marcus Bradley.
And I'm Elizabeth Vargas. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, watch the next video, and support us on Patreon. Peace, love, and happiness. Thank you. Woo! Good job, ladies. All right, let's talk about P. Diddy more. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't talk about P. Diddy anymore. Fuck my life. If I have to talk about slippery lubrication anymore, I'm going to just stick it in my butthole.